sales department. And, first of all, thank you all for being here, and also thank you all for having me here at MSI. So I'll be sharing what I've learned for this past summer in the sales team. Okay, so basically I learned a lot, okay? And that's why I put that there because, a lot basically doesn't describe how much I learned. So, and then for one thing, it's because this is my first official job, right? So this is obviously not the same as your high school volunteering, that things that aren't as professional as here, like a big company. And then another thing is the nature of the sales team. They have to know everything about every product, and they have to be able to communicate well so they can handle their customers. And so to give a little life example from my high school experience, I volunteered every year at a marching band competition held at my school, and my job was to direct the performers where they needed to go and where to put down their equipment. And so basically all I had to do was open doors for them and occasionally point my finger to a direction they needed to go in case they get lost or something. So obviously there's not a lot of challenge and communication involved there. So being here was a huge, a totally different experience, which is good, of course. It's a good experience. And then so there's a lot to learn here, and at first I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do and where do I start? Because I was very nervous because everyone looks so professional already, and I was just this first year college student. And so after that, he asked me to learn how to convert to square feet, and that was pretty easy to learn because you would just get the area and divide by 144. And so, for example, that would be 1 square foot, and then 2 1/4, and 1 1/2 square foot. And then after that, I try to learn how to convert to price per square foot and price per piece by myself as well. And that I found out was a lot harder to do, and we also didn't need to do that because you can just look it up in the system. But then I realized that calculating things is not, the sales team's main job. So I think that when I was here on the second Saturday, that was when I first actually experienced the role of the sales team. I was assigned to mosaics, and then but then these other homeowners, they came and asked me a bunch of other questions about different things and to get them samples. And so I realized the fact that they really don't know a lot of things. So that's why I can only be knowledgeable in the product that I was assigned to, because that would be a product team's job. And then so the sales team's job would be to help the customers and homeowners find what they need. So that's why they have to know everything. So in order to do that, I'd have to study the products on the weekdays as much as I can so I can also do my job. And by studying these products, I would know about their qualities, what they look like, their applications. So for example, whether a certain product would be a better fit for a bathroom or a kitchen because they're either more water resistant or stain resistant or stuff like that. And then I'd also have to know what certain words mean, so in case I have to explain to a homeowner, for example, what's a matte finish, the tumbles finish? What do they feel like? And I have to know, what does a grout mean? What does a bullnose mean? And stuff like that. And then also, I have to know, like, sometimes they come and ask you, like, the differences between these two products. And then, like, the most popular question I get is, what's the difference between porcelain and ceramic? And,
so what's the difference between?
Yeah, so I would tell them that, because porcelain is harder, they can be used in all, like, flooring, countertops, and walls as well. And then because ceramic is softer, you have to, most of them, they can only be used in wall applications. So, yeah, that's the difference. And then, there's also, like, natural stone and man-made stone. Like, natural stone is like a piece cut from, like a big rock in nature. And then, so each piece would be different. And the man-made stone would be like, it's man-made, so it can be fabricated, basically. And
so I have a question. When you said you were learning about the products, qualities, what they look like, and what are those, like, were you able to learn the difference between granite and marble and travertine?
Yeah, like granite is like, I found that granite is like the hardest, like, natural stone of all, and then marble,
Like that stone that is there around the TV, what would you say that is?
That's marble.
That's
That's marble. I think it's like Pescado Carrara.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and the other one? The gray one?
This one?
Uh-huh.
This is, I think this is sage green.
Wow. Yeah,
So,
it is.
yeah.
What product is that?
That's quartz.
That's
Yeah,
quartz.
that's quartzite.
Quartzite.
Yeah, that's quartzite.
The ledger panel, which is quartzite, is that?
Yeah,
Uh,
and she gave the right name. For
She
both of
knows the
them.
name.
Yeah, and
Not
this
bad.
one under here is white oak, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Which one? The one over here?
Yeah,
The base,
that's
yeah.
base of it, and that's marble as well.
Ah,
Good.
all right.
Yeah, so, yeah, and that's actually a segue to my next slide, because some displays in the showroom, they're not labeled, and people want to know what they are, like, so I would have to, recognize the look and the material of the product and give the name of it, like what I just did, and that's really challenging because, like, for example, there's like probably more than 10 colors in the Tuscany series for the travertines. And then at first, when I first got here, I couldn't tell the difference between these three marbles because they look very similar to each other. And then, but yeah, I looked at this as like studying for a test. So for about 3 weeks or so, I literally like dissected, like I went into like every section of the MSI website and the catalog so I can become familiar with these products.
Did you do it just through the catalog, or did you go and look at the actual stone?
I looked at the actual stone as well on the website.
Yeah, because the catalog sometimes the picture looks a little bit different.
Yeah, it looks they may have some like lighting difference.
So what is this?
This, I think it's fantasy brown. I'm not sure. I didn't study.
But this is granite, right?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, this is marble.
Marble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know this one. Sorry.
No, don't worry. I don't know either. I thought it was granite.
Yeah.
And I would say this is something white, Carrara white or something.
No, it's not Carrara white.
She knows.
Definitely not. So yeah, this is more example, like, this is Aspenwood Cafe, which is porcelain, and that's Tundra Gray and Carmen Cappuccino, which are marble. And then, yeah. So, basically now, I know a lot more about stone products and what MSI does in general. And then, he taught me about marketing and how simple orders can help sales and business because, for example, if like a customer, they put up the sample in their shop, or like how we give samples to homeowners on weekends, and if other people see it and then they like it, they'll come back and buy more. And also the pricing, a customer is essentially a homeowner's contractor or something of the same sort, like a fabricator or other dealer, or other companies who sell like stones and stuff. And that's why we can't openly give pricing to the homeowners, because each customer may have a different pricing depending on who they are. Like some may have dealer L pricing, the others may have base dealer pricing. So that's why we would ask every homeowner, who's your contractor or which company sent you. And I also realized the price difference when I was making price lists. And speaking of price lists, I learned how important Excel is as a tool. And during my time here, I learned how to make the spreadsheets look pretty and organized.